I've got not one, but 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 amazing content creators in the board game space that I think you should follow if you haven't already.
Desperately want to try Flamme Rouge.
I want to try Flamme Rouge.
I like to try that Flamme Rouge.
I want to try that Flamme Rouge.
Isn't it Flamme
I may
Rouge?
sound like a broken record, but I can't go any normal video, let alone a check out these channels video, without mentioning our best friends in the space, Foster the Meeple. Jeff and Jamie are incredibly kind, incredibly supportive, creative, funny, and really good at what they do. If you like a happy-go-lucky vibe that just makes you happy and makes you smile, talking about their favorite games, they are the people. Check them out. Congratulations, by the way. They just hit 2,000 subscribers today. If you're not one of those 2,000, you should be. Go join their channel. Go see what they have to offer. Jeff and Jamie are amazing. They are a husband and wife duo. They love board games. They love racing games. That's one of their most recent videos. They discussed their favorite racing games. They love doing lists. They love talking about the games that they've bought, talking about never culling games, talking about how slow I take my turns. Jeff and Jamie at Foster the Meeple are some of the kindest people in this space, and I sincerely encourage you to check them out if you haven't already. We've done one collaboration with them, and at this point in time, I am frankly shocked and even a little disturbed that we haven't done more than one. We need to, we will. If you haven't heard from their channel or my channel or whatever, we are actually visiting them in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, my wife and I are flying to Nova Scotia to go hang out with Jeff and Jamie at the Boardroom Game Cafe. Well, it's not the only place we're hanging out, but we're gonna have some content there together, recorded live in person on their channel and on our channel. And sincerely, I can't say this enough, check them out. These guys, well, these people are amazing. They're our best friends. If the channel was deleted and gone tomorrow, I can be happy at what we've accomplished because of the friendship we've had with Jeff and Jamie and the community in our Discord and through our channels that we fostered, because the Meeples that we've fostered, because they really are just the most incredible people. And if you aren't watching them, or if you don't know about who they are, you are missing out. And you should go check them out. I know I mention them every video. If you haven't listened yet, I encourage you to do so now. You can come back to this video later. Go check their channel out because you owe it to yourself. And thank you, Jeff and Jamie, for being such incredible people and incredible friends and incredibly welcoming to this hobby of board games that we so love. Now, moving on. Interestingly enough, these next 2 channels that I'm gonna talk about play games that I don't typically play, but it's weird. I don't have the time to dedicate to watching a ton of YouTube videos. Foster the Meeple is the only channel that I religiously click on every single video and watch it start to finish. There are a couple channels, including these next 2 coming up, that even the subject is not, I mean, it's board games, but it's not board games that really appeal to me necessarily. But the way they talk about them, and in this person's case, this is...
Welcome and welcome back, everybody. Tia here, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 favorite solo flexible games.
This is Tia. They actually just hit 1,000 subscribers too, so congratulations to you as well. She does a lot of videos on solo games, which isn't something that I have ever delved into. Doolin has a little bit, and if he hasn't checked her out, I encourage him to do so. But she does a lot of videos on solo, like chill, relaxed games. Now, that's not to say that's all she does. There's top 10 lists, there's videos with different collaborators and partners as well. She is just like a breath of fresh air, essentially. It's like I don't know, like a spring morning with the dew on the leaves. It's just so pleasant. Like, it's just so delightful and calm and relaxing, and she has a lot of humor, and I love to just sit there and watch those videos, even, or listen to them if I don't have time to sit down and watch, and just hear her talk about whatever it is she's excited to talk about. In many cases, it's not a game that really appeals to me, or a solo game is something that I haven't even really tried yet, but the way she explains it, the way she just is so happy-go-lucky about it and so relaxed is just what I personally enjoy about watching, and especially just listening. Turn it on, listen to it as if it were a podcast. You don't always have to be sitting there watching that video. And I think she does an excellent job and is one of those that has really skyrocketed in their own production value. Probably most of these channels have, and just absolutely killing it these days on YouTube. So if you haven't checked her out already, 100% recommend you do so. And the next on the list, not solo games, but medium heavy Euro games.
Today, I'm going to talk about Babylonia. And I'm also going to kind of include some some history as well.
This is Jennifer from the channel Mavina. I totally recommend you check her out, especially if that's your wheelhouse. One of the more recent ones she's did is the video for Anno 1800. That's a game that I will likely never play. Quite frankly, if someone introduced it, taught it to me, whatever, sure, let's play it. But it's one that has very little interest to me. Yet I sat there and listened to the entire thing. She has a very laid back, casual way of just going about things and making you just feel like you're sitting across the table and talking with her. And honestly, it's so great. It's like I said, same with Tiki Joe and Tia. That is one of my like favorite things, is just getting the experience of a casual, like we're hanging out vibe. And these people succeed at that extremely well. So if you're interested into like middle to heavyweight Euro games, which as you know is not my area of expertise, it's just such a pleasant experience to listen to. I think she does an excellent job articulating her thoughts and making sure that you kind of come away from it knowing what it's about, why it's good, why you like it. It's clear she has a lot of experience in that. Thank you for that butt, dude, please. She has a lot of experience in that realm. Maybe because I feel so lackluster or lacking in knowledge of those games, she maybe just, she's a teacher, maybe. It works out really well, and I just love her channel as well, one of my favorites. This next channel was actually just introduced to me. I found it while looking up content for Ankh, because Ankh is a game that I am recently obsessed with, as with most other Eric Lang games. We've had the Eric Lang Day, I've played Blood Rage, I've played Ankh, I want to play Rising Sun, and all of them again. You're gonna see more content on the channel from those games as well. And this person has put out a lot of Ankh content, and actually some Nemesis, some Blood Rage, so all the games that I like. This is my wheelhouse. And this is
Hello, welcome back. We're Level Up the Lees. I'm John.
And I'm Levi!
John and Levi Lee from the channel Level Up with the Lees. This is a father-son duo. They do an awesome job. Obviously, I like, as a father, I have 3 daughters and they play games with me, and I hope that they will as they continue to grow older. I'd love to have them on the channel in some capacity that John and Levi have, but Levi is so well-spoken and able to explain what he likes about these games, and he talks about all the big miniatures and the battles and the fights, and his excitement is contagious. It gets me excited. I watched their video before I had played Ankh for the first time, and then I've watched multiple videos of them talking about Ankh and Blood Rage since, and honestly, their production quality is incredible as well. The production quality is off the charts. They do a lot of graphics and overlays and stuff like that, and it turns out great. It's a whole big thing. It has all the pieces that lock together. I'm very distracted because this cat is just not leaving me alone. But they're an excellent channel. Again, this is Level Up with the Lees. The Lees. John and, I almost said Levi's. John and Levi Lee. And they are just so incredibly fun. I love their dynamic. I like to watch couples and or like close partners, right? So a father-son makes sense as to why I would enjoy their banter. Same with Jeff and Jamie. Same with me and Danielle, or me and Doolin, or something like that. I really like just the banter and the bouncing off of each other that you can do when you have 2 people that are very comfortable with one another. And I think John and Levi do an excellent job, especially if you care about these Eric Lang thematic games or Nemesis or whatever. They produce some excellent content on that. I hadn't heard of them until like 2 weeks ago, and they deserve far more subscribers than they have. So I really sincerely encourage you to go check them out. Then, second to last, this is number 5. We have...
Let's work together to kill some alien.
Sure, I'm right behind you.
This is Giannis and Giannis, and they are some of my... Why are you biting me? They are some of my favorite content creators. I've been following them for a long time at this point in time. They're actually the only other person that I've ever seen do like drafts, and honestly, they do a good job. Maybe we need to take a page out of their book. And also, I'll say that Giannis and Giannis, if you're watching, I 100% love your review format. They are the review format that I aspire to be. Obviously, I don't want to do a direct copy, but if you ever see some influence in my reviews from your reviews, it's probably where it came from. They have a very concise review format, and they do a really nice reveal. Like it's two people, and they'll have a question like what's the honeymoon phase, essentially, and then they'll take their like dry erase board and they'll flip it over at the same time, and one will say infinite symbol. This was in regards to their Nemesis review, which I encourage you to check it out. And then one would say, you know, something else, you know, a few plays or something, and then they kind of just discuss about what they revealed. So it keeps a little bit of drama and intrigue. And again, these are very short format reviews, which is something that I aim to, like a 5 to 10 minute. Why are you chewing on me? I aim for like that 5 to 10 minute review. And again, we don't do a lot of reviews here, but I want to do more, especially if I can follow a format like that. Their format is just nailed down perfection, in my opinion. 15 minutes or less. They run you through everything. No overhead rules teach that takes 20 minutes. It's a 3 to 5 minute explanation on how the game plays, and then they talk about why they do or do not like it. Honestly, some of my favorite reviewers. They also do board game trivia, which is incredible and hilarious. They have the drafts, like I said, which are some of my favorite videos, top 10 lists. I sincerely encourage you to check out everyone on this list, but Board Game Hangover is no different, especially if any of the things that I've mentioned intrigue you at all. And honestly, they have, so a few of these, you know, Tiki Joe, Mavina, and Level Up with the Lees kind of have a specific taste, right? Each of them have their own wheelhouse of games. One of my favorite things about Board Game Hangover is they do a lot of different stuff. Well, they have a review on Alice is Missing, which is a silent RPG that I still have yet to play and I desperately want to. And then they have a review on Nemesis, and then a review on a party game like Herd Mentality, and then a review on something else, and they get into some Euro games as well. I think they do an excellent job on every single one of them. I hope they continue putting out the content. Their production value is off the charts. Their sound is incredible. They're inspiring, as many of these folks in this list are, and encourage me and inspire me to put out and produce better content. So thank you to all of you, including my number 6.
Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Second Star to the Left. I'm Michelle, and this is my daughter, Billy.
Hi.
And here's where we'll share board game reviews, ramblings, and a few wrong turns along the scenic route.
Michelle and Billy from Second Star to the Left. This channel is very new. It's only been around for a month, if that. I met Michelle and Billy through our Discord. When we met, they did not have, well, they had a channel, but they hadn't posted any videos on it, and they have put out some amazing content already. And this is just very early into their career in YouTube board gaming. And I think that it's only going to go up. You can already tell a noticeable difference from video 1 to video 7 or wherever they're at this point. Michelle loves polyomino. Michelle loves polyomino games. She has multiple videos on that, including like which ones are her favorites, how many she needs, and New York Zoo. And then she has a couple gameplays of Brew. If you're interested in Brew by Pandasaurus, there's a gameplay out there with her sister and niece. Some incredible content, very funny, very relatable. I really like what they're doing. They're pumping out some awesome stuff. Again, high quality, especially for where they just started. If I had that high of a quality that early on, I would have been so pleased with myself. So I encourage you to check out Billy and Michelle at Second Star to the Left as well, along with this entire list. Just to run through it one more time: Foster the Meeple, Tiki Joe, Mavina, Level Up with the Lees, Board Game Hangover, and Second Star to the Left. And just to pivot off of meeting Michelle and Billy on our Discord, if you haven't already, I encourage you to join our Discord. We have multiple other creators in there that'll post links in the self-promotion. And trust me, this is not all the creators that I like to watch on YouTube. There could be 5 more videos of this. So many more that deserve to be mentioned and haven't been already. Many of them are in our Discord. Many of them I watch on the regular. But again, I couldn't just overload this video with 30 creators. So for now, we're starting with 6. Next video, we'll do another 5 or another 6. I might have to mention Foster the Meeple every single video because that's just like the rules now. That's just how it is. It's just how it be. So take your time, hit pause, check the description, click on the links, go subscribe to every single one of these, and check and see what their content is and if it's something for you. I genuinely think they will be. These are some of my favorite content creators in the space, and I hope you love them as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks, Draco. You have been very needy.